racial tensions heat up in the kitchen.
To me, when I look at most of you, all of y'all seem pretty much the same in general.
What do you mean?
Like, when we have discussions, many of your experiences, or especially things that relate to cultural experiences, are similar. The music you listen to, the things you like to do, the life, some of the life experiences that you embark on, is so similar. But mine is just not like that at all.
I feel that you don't want to learn from us. I feel like we say something and in your mind you're already processing your rebuttal, and you have a lot of good information and you have a lot of good things to say, but I feel like you're using Big Brother as a platform to voice your opinions and to like impact the world on your thoughts and your theories, but you're not, I don't feel like you're interested in me whatsoever. You're interested in making sure that I see racism.
Your reality is just all white, and that's your worldview.
If you listen to me, I grew up in North Minneapolis, which is 90% black and Indian. If you'd listened to what I said, you would have heard that.
And then you went on to say, and I couldn't believe I drove my car there, and those people, they broke into my car.
I never say those people. That is a lie. I would never say those people.
I'm sorry, I didn't quote you verbatim.
Well, you should. If you're going to say a quote that's that derogatory, you better make sure I said it.
My point is, you say you want to get to know people, and somebody else throws something out there that you may not necessarily agree with, and you can't suck it up and say, damn, that person's reality is completely different than mine. But on the same hand, when you engage other folks, you can be so sly and so witty and so sarcastic and then laugh and want other people to understand that, of course, that's just me being sarcastic.
I use sarcasm as jokes that are clearly not they're not made to hurt. When you attack my relationship with a good friend, that is made to hurt. She is more important to me than anything, and you telling me she's a fucking token black friend pisses me off.
Well,
she is one of my best friends, and I don't want you to say that.
Well, that's what you think, right? But
you
what you don't understand...
Stop talking, okay? Because you're taking the...
You want to engage in this conversation. You want to engage in this conversation, and you're only worried about your feelings, right? You don't think about the things that you say when that can be offensive, but I'm not the type of person that's going to sit there and cry and whine and do all of that. I just suck it up like a man and understand that that's your reality, and that's your worldview, and that's how you think, and I can learn from that. Our conversation is not based on racial differences at all. You said, and I'm not going to be known as the person who's holding this red, black, and green flag trying to, push the whole, look at us, help all black people. Right. No. My point is not to fight racism.
Let's rewind the tape.
My point is to change the image of the black male. Completely different than racism.
But it just seems to me that if you're gonna be standing there on a bandwagon, it can't be about, I have to be this macho black person, because that's not what it's all about.
You got it all confused. Macho black person is not at all. It's just
showing, strong.
It's just showing. No, it's
you can be weak. You can appear soft and still be strong.
It's just showing the world that one representative of black males, is a human being. I don't want to be known as the black superhero for black rights on this show. I want to spend some time similar to what all of you do, is allowing other people to get to know you as the individual.
I felt like you were completely attacking me, everything I said.
You may have thought that, but I think that has a lot to do with you being convinced that your thoughts and ideas were okay, and no one ever challenging you on them.
I get challenged a lot, actually. Yeah.
On those ideas?
Oh, yeah, a lot of ideas. You're not the only one that's ever challenged me.
Okay.
Though. I have been the minority in different areas. Yeah, no, I don't know what it's like to be black, and I'm sure you guys have had a lot more injustices, but I've been the foreign one in the country. I've been the one that had the problem to communicate. I've been, I lived in a predominantly black neighborhood for 5 years. I mean, I have been the minority.
Right. But I'm always the minority.
I know, and that's what I'm saying. That it's awful. I didn't like it when it would happen to me, and it's awful. And you attacking me, like, on my belief system hurt. It's not right.
Well, Brittany, you keep saying I'm attacking you.
I felt attacked.
Like I'm feeling as though I'm defending myself. You know what?
I wasn't attacking you. There was nothing for you to defend.
How can you
I
say
was
that?
talking
That's so
about
arrogant.
me, my personal
But that's so
issues, my
arrogant.
personal
How
things.
can you determine if I feel attacked? How can you determine if I feel attacked?
William's argument with Brittany has sparked a discussion about relationships.
Well, you know, we all have different relationships with one another.
Yeah, I know.
You understand that, right?
I understand that.
Yeah,
But yours is the only one that has kind of left the realm of civility.
Ooh.
And I was shocked it took only 5 days.
Well, when you think about civilization, I can't recall a time where there hasn't been any bickering throughout the annals of time. So I think actually you all's not ever having any conflict is unrealistic and unreal.
You think it's unnatural?
Yeah, absolutely.
I avoid it at all costs.
Right, that's not real. Like me being me, which most of you don't know, I've been very light in response to her.
Because I think I said to you the other day when you guys had that first little discussion that I was really impressed with the way the two of you handled that. You know, like you kind of came up in each other's face, but then you went afterwards and sat and talked about it. You know, which I thought was
and
great.
to me, those are two completely different things. One is people don't necessarily have to get along or be the type of people that can relate to one another. So that's not necessarily something you can do about.
Sure.
But then an accusation, you don't do any chores, is like, you know, wait a minute.
That's,
Get the hell out of here. Because you wake up at 1 o'clock and don't see me do anything because everything's done for your fat ass when you wake up. And then you go back to sleep and come back out for dinner and everything's done again for your fat ass when you wake up. Then I don't do no chores. Beat it. This is a competition. I came here to get some money, some opportunity. I'm a poor black man.
Caesar, is that how do you view it as a competition?
Would you really stay here for 3 months though, and try to be and pretend to be nice with people you didn't
No,
enjoy?
I would stay here for 3 months and attempt to win the money. I mean, because obviously, you know, even though I'm not the one to $500,000, somebody say something to me that I don't particularly care for, like, you know, I'm not going to bite my tongue all the time.
I feel like if I have to go around and, like, you know, kiss up to Curtis and kiss up to you and kiss up to Cassandra, I'm prostituting myself. I'm serious. I feel like I am totally denying who I am. And I am a friendly person, but I'm not going to try to get you on my side. I don't play those games. If you don't like me, you don't like me, you know?
Right.
And if it means I'm out of the house, I'm out of the house.
You, Eddie, and Karen have formed a happy little family there, I noticed. You're kicking me to the curb.
I ain't kicking nobody in no curb.
You're making me feel like the oddball.
I'm not making nobody feel like the apple.
Excluded.
I'm just rolling with the flow.
Oh, so I'm not in the flow.
You can roll with the flow if you want to, too.
How can I roll with the flow?
You just got to be with the flow. That's all you got to do to roll with the flow.
Oh, be with the flow. What's the flow?
The flow is whatever is ever happening at the moment. That's the flow.
Ah.
So what do you want to flow with?
I'd rather create my own flow.
When we come back, William and Jordan demand some answers.
You're afraid of yourself. You're afraid because, and you know what, this next week's going to be great because now I can say whatever I want.
Announce the nominations has finally arrived.
Hello, house guests. It's Julie again. Can you hear me better this time?
What time did you say it was?
Oh, William is such a card. At this moment, I will be announcing the two names and revealing who the two nominees are. And as you all know, one of the two nominees must leave the house next Thursday. So is everyone ready?
Yeah.
Guess so.
The first nominee is William.
Yes. Haters.
All right. William, you're taking it well. The next nominee is Jordan.
Oh, that's all they're going to do?
Is that it?
And they're out of here.
All right, house guests, I will be back next week. Until then,
Damn.
Jordan, William, good luck to both of you.
Later. All right, who voted me out? Speak up. Let me guess. George, Karen, Brittany, Eddie. Don't all speak at once.
I'd really like everybody to tell me why they voted me out.
Should we decide as a group?
There's one reason that I don't want to do that. Because whoever's left is going to turn the other people against each other because they know that they didn't vote either one of these people or they did.
Right.
Or
We should
just one
decide
of the
as a group.
people.
Do we?
That's not necessarily true.
I'm very willing to meet on an individual basis.
I think that the people who are nominated should have the say. You know, I mean, you guys nominated us. You guys need to tell us. You guys need.
Now they trying to run away.
You need to fess up and tell us
some
what your
balls.
reasons were and who nominated us. I think that's only fair.
I think we should all decide as a group because we're all going to get
I think we should take
nominated.
majority
See,
vote.
I'm with him.
Majority
Because
vote.
He's absolutely right. What if we didn't vote you? You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
And we disclose who. You know what I'm saying? It's
Yeah. No.
If you want to find out, you come talk to us individually. That's how I feel.
And we can disclose everything then.
Yeah, you come talk to us.
You got to leave it good for the
Obviously, you guys are going to find out when you get out of the house and when we're all done and we're all like next week. I mean, we should decide as a group to either share as a group and do it all together or just not say anything until everybody's out and we all talk.
See, I know if it was me, I wouldn't want to know. I wouldn't want to know.
Well, you know
who
what?
voted me.
You're not nominated. Eddie,
I'm telling
you're
you,
not
when
nominated.
when it does come my time, that's how it's going to be.
Well, when it's your time, you can decide.
It's your time. When
Well,
it's your
when
time,
it is
you can
my
decide.
time, I'll decide then.
Right.
Right
We
now,
talking about now.
we're making a decision right now.
you making
to
a
set
decision.
a basis
Right.
that every time, every week, somebody gets nominated. That we're going to talk about it.
Everything is like you or we or let's make it as a we're making a decision.
This is what I think. I think the people who got nominated, they should at least have the option of talking about it in a group if they want to, and should have honest answers from people.
We have to make a compromise here because that's your individual one, and I don't necessarily want that, and other people do want
What are
that.
the negatives about talking about it in a group?
You're going to create.
It hurts the group.
How does it hurt the group?
It does.
Everything we've done so far, we've done as a group. Why make this individual? And what I'm saying is, you're going to leave an individual hurt behind. But if we decide right now to decide as a group
okay.
or decide to tell individually or not to decide at all, we take a vote on it and the majority wins.
I'm not going to be pissy. I'm not going to be mad if we talk in a group and you guys say, you know, I voted for both you guys because you guys seem to get along and I have problems with both of you. I don't like this. I don't like that. I think all of us are strong enough people that
That's
we
not
can
my
handle
concern.
some. But let me finish talking.
Okay.
I think all of us are strong enough people that we can handle some criticism. And the thing that's gonna make me pissy is if we get up and leave right now, and then William and I are left for the rest of the week having
Mega.
to deal with it.
That's my TV name.
Megan and I are left for the rest of the week having to deal with this, like, having to approach each person individually and being like, did you vote me out? You know, I would rather just get it all out in the open right now. I'm not going to be mad at you guys if you voted for me. This is the risk I took coming in the house.
Yeah, I'm not going to be chasing around
You know,
people individually like
I'm
a
not
damn
going to be
puppy.
upset.
Well, if I stayed or I was marked and then I stayed and I knew who had voted me in and out, that would influence my feelings. It would inevitably.
But every week
influence
that's
my
going to
feelings.
happen.
But what
It would probably, and more importantly, in my opinion, it would probably inhibit me really opening up to everybody and taking everybody in, which is the point of this whole
okay,
thing.
you guys seem to have the same opinion, but listen to what I'm saying. I think you, as a group, should have a little bit of sensitivity for the positions we are in, because we have to live with you guys 7 more days. Okay? Do you guys understand that? I don't really know, you know, exactly what people are thinking about me, but he and I have talked about this. We're like, yeah, we're gonna totally get voted out. We totally
You
called
said
it.
totally. I didn't say totally.
We called it because, you know, it's like everybody's pussyfooting around everybody else right now, and
Brady
it's like
Bunch.
he and I are ready to break the ice and just be like, hey, if you have a problem, great. If you don't, great. This is who I am. Let's not make it this big personal thing. Let's just be people around each other.
They want that
And
money.
what?
They want that money.
You guys are all afraid. That's why you're saying this. You're
I'm
afraid
willing to do it as a group
You're
and say
afraid
the
of
two people
yourself.
I nominated
You're
and say
afraid
why.
of yourself. You're afraid because, and you know what? This next week's going to be great because now I can say whatever the I want. Because you're afraid. You're afraid. Everyone's afraid that this is going to make things difficult for them. You guys are not thinking about me.
The weekly challenge controversy gets everybody talking.
What's up?
Same old. It's a different day.
You can't be feeling good about yourself, though.
Why is that?
I mean, living with 8 people who you're not in harmony with.
It's the everyday struggle of life. This is just another small thing.
But you can make an effort, though. Living in discord with people is like, it doesn't do anybody any good, you know?
But
I'd rather suck it. The fact that they voted me out, I'd rather suck it up.
But that's not what I'm talking about. Like I told you before we even got the vote out. That's not the issue.
Yeah.
I don't kiss nobody's ass. I'd rather die in a grave, standing on my feet, than live begging on my knees.
I think it takes a stronger person to suck it up under criticism.
I am sucking it up.
You know?
All right, what is your example of me not sucking it up? What am I doing? What?
Totally, like, you didn't study any of those names.
What makes you think that maybe I purposely answered all of them wrong?
Yeah, that just makes you look bad.
In your eyes.
It just makes you look bad. I think it makes you look bad in everybody's. I just think that your type of personality and my type of personality can be really hard to deal with. So you and I sometimes need to make that extra effort.
These people had 10 days to deal with that reality. Instead, they chose to sit back, deal with things on a surface level, and handle this, for the most part, based on competition. So if we want to compete, I'm a competitor. Let's go. I'll make this thing as hard as we possibly can.
You're not going to beat anyone but yourself.
The thing in this world I got is myself, my principles, my raison d'etre, reason for being. If I give up that $500,000, I'm just another hoe.
I think the winner, you're talking about winners, I think the winner is going to be the one who's most able and willing to change personally for the better of themselves and for the group.
Right.
And to learn from this whole experience, rather than be vindictive and just like, oh, come on.
Justice is reward for your good and punishment for your evil. That's what you get when you give up. Reward for your good and punishment for your evil.
The house guests discuss how much of their grocery money to set aside for Jamie's upcoming birthday party.
$10 is not going to hurt us.
What's the $10 for? $10
to get some beer for her birthday. Then y'all keep the $90 and do whatever you want to do.
She doesn't even drink beer. It's for you to drink, Will.
No, not just for me to drink, Will. Eddie and the rest of the 4 people who decided that they wanted to do it is because they also wanted to do it.
$10 in beer is not enough beer for 3 men to drink.
I don't think the soda's a necessity. Frankly, I haven't drank the soda since I've been here. It's not a necessity. If we're talking about surviving.
Yes, we can nitpick everything that everybody eats and doesn't eat.
What are you talking about? I'm not nitpicking, but if we're talking about conserving and being conservative, the only thing we need to drink is water and maybe milk, not soda. If anything, soda makes you...
It's your fault that we're having a problem with the list, so I suggest you shut the hell up.
It's not my fault that we're having a problem with the list, and I suggest you watch how you talk to me.
Oh, really? What are you going to do, Will?
I suggest you watch how you talk to me. That's what I suggest. It's not my fault that y'all kept me up all night. It's not my fault that I continue to ask you to keep it down, but it got louder. That's not my fault. When you think about it, Miss Brittany.
It's not my fault you're too stupid to remember names.
I'm far from stupid. If you thought about it, if I wanted to, all the ones that were true or all the ones that were alive, I could have said alive. But isn't it ironic that I said dead, dead, dead? Far from stupid.
Then you shot yourself in the foot. That's
not at all.
Stupid.
No, that's what you think.
Okay, well, let's just drop it.
That's what you think. No.
Let's just drop it, okay?
You started it. Now you can't handle finishing it. I think that you're so shallow that you can't handle stuff when you put it out there. That's what I think.
Fine, you
You
have a
ain't
right
in
to your
Brittany's
opinion.
imaginary world.
You have a right
That's what
to
I
your
think.
opinion, Will.
Of
That's
course.
fine.
And you want me to stop talking now, but I'm choosing not to.
Fine.
All right?
Ramble
So
on.
don't start writing checks that your ass can't cash.
Last night, William was kept awake by a slumber party in the living room. Eddie accuses him of blowing the challenge to get revenge.
That was sad what happened today.
Yeah.
We had it, Eddie.
I know we did. What are you going to do? And do. We were just talking about your actions earlier today.
I figured as much.
Yeah. What do you got to say?
My actions speak louder than my words.
So
what?
You want to take it out on the rest of the team because a couple of us decided to be loud in the living room last night.
No, me?
Is that logical?
It's a
sense? Does that make sense?
To me, you bet.
You didn't just me, you everyone else. How stupid is that?
It's not stupid to
Yes,
me.
it is stupid.
It's stupid to you.
It's stupid. It's dumb.
What's so?
The whole team. You want me? You come over here and you me on the side. You don't everybody.
It wasn't one person.
You don't everybody,
I
man.
do
That's
what the fuck I
retarded.
want.
That's retarded.
You retarded.
All right, fine. That's just ignorant, man.
Well, that's
I
what
figured you to
think
be
it is.
smarter, more educated than that.
It had nothing to do with being educated or being smarter.
That's just ignorance, if you're asking me.
Well, you're entitled to that.
That's ignorance, man.
Ignorance is not knowing. I know exactly what I was doing,
That's
dog.
ignorance, man. Because we gave you the option and you
No,
decided
y'all didn't
not
give
to.
me-
and
who
be
gave me the
pissy-
option?
Be pissy.
Who approached me?
Jordan said, I'm sleeping out here, you can sleep in my bed tonight. And you said no, and you went back into the bedroom.
You're
I'm
wrong.
telling you, rewind the f***ing tape,
No,
man.
you rewind
the tape.
The third time
Rewind
I
the
walked
tape.
around
That's
here
all I gotta say.
myself
Rewind
and
tape.
came to get something, she said that. That was after the third time I asked. You go ask Curtis.
I was in the living room with
asked-
her and I heard her say it.
She asked me when she came to get her covers and her pillow. I was already in her bed. That was after the third time I had asked everybody. It was still too loud. When I was around there, I said, it's already too loud. I'm up. My sleep is broken. After I asked 3 times, everybody gave me, you know what it is? I don't know why you're trying to hold me to some different standard, like I'm coming from a world that you have no idea about.
But I don't believe in 3 kids with you, so you would. Come on, man.
3? That wasn't 3. That was half the house, dog.
No. Okay, so fine. Boom, half the house. So half the house with you. So you got the other half to prove that you're man, you're big dog.
No,
come on, man. That's bull- you know it.
Man. And then to me, I didn't
What
hurt
did Cassandra do to you last night? What
To
did
me, I
Cassandra
didn't
do
hurt
to you
us.
last night? Nothing.
To me, I
She
didn't
went to
hurt
bed.
us.
Karen went to bed. What the did they
To
do
me,
to
I
you?
didn't hurt us.
You hurt them. You didn't just hurt me. You hurt them.
I said, to me, I didn't hurt anybody. Technically, ain't nobody starving in here.
Oh, man.
Nobody. They're still going to eat 3 times a day. If they wanted to eat, they would have chose to buy different things. To me, much like $5 worth of cinnamon is useless.
You're absolutely right. I agree with you there.
cinnamon
You're absolutely right.
and soda is useless.
You're absolutely
We don't
right.
need soda or cinnamon to
Absolutely
survive.
right. I agree with you.
So that's my point. And I was willing to give up my $10 note to get the beer, like you were as well, and like he was. But they wanted for this long-term vision that they have, thinking that they're going to be here to spend $100 when they're not. There's only going to be 4 or 3 people around to spend $100, since each time people going to want to save this. Like I'm about it. We can be soldiers about it, and we don't have to eat. If we want to struggle for this, we can struggle. See who really the strongest. Not live in this prissy old, everything goes your way. Eat finer than fine. If y'all want to struggle for the 500 G's, let's struggle.
You don't like it, leave, man.
Nah.
The door is open.
You don't like it. If you don't like it, you leave.
No,
You can't
I'm
have
happy,
them
man.
Why y'all here bitching?
Because you intentionally missed all 3.
You don't know if I intentionally or not.
I'm telling you right now, I know you did.
How you know?
Because all week you didn't take 2 minutes to come out and study with us. You were around, sleeping,
wrong.
f***ing off, doing
That's
whatever you
wrong.
were doing.
You got nervous.
You were in your f***ing room. We're out here studying, and you're f***ing off.
Wrong. No,
Okay?
I'm not.
It's not even the
That's your
last
ass
40.
last night.
It's not even the last 48 hours when you find out you were marked that you didn't bother
That's
with
not-
us.
that had nothing to
all week you didn't give it.
Had
Man.
nothing to do
You
with
didn't
it.
give it all week.
But let's
and
go.
you know it.
That's part of the company.
And you know it.
I figure y'all a bunch of softies.
Man.
is running out here complaining to George. If you had something to say to my face, you would have came to my face up front from the beginning. Not wait for me to come to you and just say I'm saying it in front of your face. You only saying it because I put you on the spot.
Really?
Absolutely. You ain't come to me first. I came to you.
Why am I going to come to you and start with you? I got no beef with you.
No, I'm not saying start with me.
You're basically saying, why don't you come to me and start?
No,
then you say I'm looking for problems and conflict.
I'm saying if you had an issue with it, you wouldn't behind a man's back. Men don't.
I'll tell you to your face,
but you didn't come to me.
I'm telling you right now.
No, but you didn't come to me then. I came to you first.
Because then you're looking for problems. Then you're looking for problems.
I ain't looking for no problems.
Yes, you are.
Not at all.
You are.
Not at all.
Okay.
You talk about people sleep all week. All you do, and you admit it, sleep all week and eat and not do. That's what you say you do. Everybody admits it. Your little happy little family says that. Oh, Eddie, have some more to eat. Eat some more, Eddie. Oh, you're a grown boy. Eddie sleeps all day. That's what they say. You admit it, it's okay for you to do it. It's all right, because you win.
I know when it came down to crunch time, I performed and you didn't.
No, I performed. I did what I needed to do.
I don't think you did.
No, you think that. But it's another.
I'm telling you right now.
It's a madness, dog. It's a method to the madness.
I don't think so.
It's a method to the madness.
I don't think so.
You think I don't know Mean Joe Green is alive?
Obviously not, man.
Oh, well, you thought wrong.
Okay.
It's a method to the madness.
Okay. Well, I hope your method works out for you. I hope your method works out for you.
I don't think you do.
I hope it does, man.
I don't think you do.
Luck to you, man, because you're going to need it.
I don't believe in luck.
You're going to need it.
There's no such thing as luck.
Really?
Absolutely.
Really?
Absolutely. No such thing as luck. I believe in God, unlike some of us.
Tune in Monday for a new Big Brother. Cassandra tries to convince William to stop manipulating the others.
I know that we're all in this house together, but what you're trying to do is you're trying to make people be like you are.
Not at all.
Or that's the way it looks to me. You want everybody to be as outgoing and as inquisitive and as challenging as you are. They're not going to be that way because they're just not like that. Their 10-day experience with you has shown that you engage this man in conversation, it's going to get uncomfortable, and you cannot deny that. You cannot deny that.
I think we should be here. I think we're here to challenge our fears.
I know, but that's you.
Right.
That's you.
Right.
You can't force.
No, but I'm not forcing it. But I'm not going to stray away from it. I'm not going to say because you can't do it. You know what I mean? I'm going to fall into what you do.
No, but you can find those people. You connect with those people who can do that. But you also have to be able to relate to people on another level that does not make them feel uncomfortable. It can't always be the way you want it to be.
I understand, and I don't do that. I ain't been chasing them around for no conversation.
No, but like this thing you did last night when you went in the living room. I saw you, and I was like,
what do?
You came and you sat on the chair behind Karen. And that was nothing but intimidation. It was not necessary. You don't intimidate me, but that's because I look like you.
No, but I'm not trying to intimidate her.
Yes, you were.
Look, I mean, how intimidated you gonna be because of whatever reason? Would you get over it?
No, but maybe you knew what you were doing, and you know your body language is intimidating. And you know you had that power, and you just need to channel it. It's unfair for you to do that to people. It is.
The fact that she drive me crazy, running around like a chicken half the time, I have to deal with that.
Yeah, but Mega, Karen keeps us eating. And 9 times out of 10, she's helping you because she's doing something to keep the house going.
I think I'm helping her to confront her fears or whatever they may be.
Karen is 43 years old. She does not need you to help her confront her fears. She has raised 4 children. You know what I'm saying?
Why is she here?
Why you have to,
what I'm saying is this. If these people are all here, they're here for a reason. So maybe if she can get over her intimidation by me, which is, you know what I mean, probably nowhere near it is to her, then it's something she can pull out of herself to empower her to walk back to him and demand some respect.
But Mega, you just gratuitously seek to intimidate sometimes.
Man,
you know.
I'm hardly around that woman.
I mean, you know. I don't know. I don't understand. I've told you this. I've told you this time and time again. You have so much power, and sometimes you just like channel it. You just like, let me see what I can do. Let me see what I can stir up. And I don't see the purpose in that. You know, I don't see the purpose in that. And I think it's a shame because all this positive energy you got goes in the wrong direction. And then people end up disliking you when really they should be following you. You know what I'm saying?
But they're not going to do that.
They could have. Had you done things differently, they could have. Now they won't. You know what I'm saying? Now they certainly won't.
I still think it's hope.
Jordan calls a group meeting.
Well, thank you for attending my summit. Well, there's two things. First of all, I wanted to clear the air about the whole nomination thing because I know that that's stressful for a lot of people. I know that people are talking about it. I would much rather someone say, I voted for you, this is why, take it or leave it.
And I think you're setting yourself up to be hurt more. I really do.
No, because that's not who I am.
Look how you've reacted, though. You reacted in anger again today. I think you just need to relax and enjoy yourself. I really do, because this could be fun.
A concern that I have is that when we bought into this thing, into this Big Brother experience, we bought into the possibility that we were going to get nominated. And I know you're going through something that's really hard, but I think that you have a responsibility as a nominee not to stress everybody out 24/7. It's just unfair for you to do that.
Does everybody here think I've been really high stress 24/7? I mean,
lately, yes.
I do too.
Yes.
Jordan, this is obviously still bothering you so badly.
Karen, there's something, it's deeper than this. It's a lot deeper than just the nomination. The reason why I've been stressed out is because before, you know, I've told everyone that I'm writing a book, right? Mm-hmm. And I've been secretive, you know, Curtis has been like, what is the book about? The book is about the sex industry. And no, I'm not an Olympic triathlete. I'm not, you know, I'm flattered that you guys thought I was all these amazing things. And no, I haven't been a prostitute, but I was, I mean, as crude as it sounds, I was a stripper, you know, for 2 years. But I got involved in that industry when I was 24. And I didn't go into it thinking I'm gonna write this sociological treatise. You know, I didn't approach it like that. I approached it as someone who was curious about the industry and was in a really bad position as far as life management goes. And I really needed to do something fast because I had managed my life poorly. And so critique me.
You was going way overboard tonight. You weren't listening to nothing nobody had to say, especially as it got closer to the end of that conversation. And you were jumping on everybody and didn't have the right to. And after a while, you were not listening. And you were repeating yourself, or when somebody would say something back to you exactly what you said, you would claim that you didn't say it that way. You, in your mind, you may admit didn't mean it that way, but that's the way it was coming out. And it was never directed at me, so I was objective. And you know, I'm with you. I was like, whoa, she just going through it right now because she is not hearing what the she is saying. He was like, you know what? And the problem is this. This is the problem. You
weren't in on every conversation, though.
I was standing there. Look, if I wasn't on your side, I'd have been ripping your shit apart.
It's not about sides. Do you know how many times you're critiquing me?
But I'm me.
Everything you're critiquing is stuff you do.
That's completely different when somebody calls you out of your name and you tell them, I suggest that you talk to me in a better manner. That's why your ass is getting food.
Jordan confronts Brittany.
What made me mad was when you said you'd done a 180. You'd liked me up until that point, and then you did a 180 on, like, your entire opinion of me.
When I said I did a 180, what I was referring to was when I initially met you, I believed you to be this person that was very open-minded, but then the higher the stress got, the more judgmental I thought you were, the more closed-minded I thought you were. I feel that you've been very condescending and snappish, and I know a lot of it's stress, but I just feel that you treat me like you're better than me. I'm confused because you didn't used to treat me like I was below you, and now you do.
There are certain things that I don't look up to in you.
Could you give me an example of what those things are?
I was kind of personally insulted that you didn't just have a one-on-one conversation with me and trust me and tell me what you felt and have us both feel better. I thought maybe like you were feeling a little competitive towards me in that way, just because we both really like to have the floor, I think, and Mega, I know you Mega clash, but he totally thinks that you're like this big attention hog, and I think I have been a little bit influenced by him. I'm like, I wonder if she does feel threatened because you're always the center of attention. It was another thing for me just to like throw at you and make you mad, basically. And it sucks to have to humble yourself. You know, I mean, I really want to learn.
Ladies, you coming to dinner?
Yeah.
We're waiting on you.
But I really want to learn from other people. I mean, that's a big reason why I came here, because I want to learn.
Yeah.
You know, I don't want to just be humbled. I just want to learn. Do you feel okay?
Yeah, I feel a lot better.
Okay.
I do.
And I apologize for saying things in anger.
I apologize too. I said
no.
No! Did we make out?
Yeah, you've already done it once, Will.
You was the one with the head act when it came to the bike.
Yeah, I suppose so.
100 miles and running. Eddie, Superman.
That's right.
And you hyped that up like you really were able to do that.
I hyped it up. You're absolutely right.
What you talking for?
I ain't talking. I'm telling it like it is. You up last week. Oh, you won't up this week.
Talking?
Man, come on, Will. I wouldn't be talking if you didn't do it last week. Come on, Will.
You know what it is?
Yeah, I do. That's why I gotta say it.
What you waiting so late for?
You f***ed all last week. Why don't you f*** us again this week?
All right. Well, if that's how you want it, I'll give you what you want.
Cassandra said not to let them be alone together anywhere tomorrow.
Eddie and Will. Jordan and Will.
And Will.
Really? She said that? Why? Just because they planned something?
I don't know.
This is so... We're adults. We're flipping adults here. And we have to patrol two people to make sure they don't do something bad at the house?
Ain't nobody said it was going to be easy being here.
Nope. It's not the contract.
Make it harder. We can make it harder. It's all up to you, Eddie.
Really?
It's all up to you.
You telling me I should watch what I say around you because you might come out here and f*** it up? Threatening me?
I don't make threats.
Oh, you just keep promises? Is that right, Will?
You're
from Philly?
You're interpreting.
Ah, okay.
I don't make any threats.
It's just a pissing match now, Will.
It's whatever. It's competition time.
It's a pissing match. It's not even competition.
This could be a happy place. This could be a fun place.
Problem is one's still left tomorrow.
I'm sorry.
No, say.
I can get along with Will better. He is kind of the same way all the time. You know, just
he's consistent at least.
It's the people that kind of suck you in, give you this little smile and suck you in, and then all of a sudden stab you in the back, you know, when you're not looking, and then they suck you in again, and then they do it over and over again. I'm sorry, those are the people that I don't trust.
I know I'm here working. That's what I know. You're sitting there on your ass with your feet all over the place like you own the joint. That's what I know.
Well, unfortunately, you can't do the same.
Unfortunately.
So don't hate.
Well, I ain't hating, Will. I think you know that. I think these people here know that, Will.
No, not exactly. So why'd you say you came here again, Eddie?
Let's see. For money.
What people do For money.
Why'd you come here, Will? Come keep it real? Show the world your people have suffered? Something like that?
No, I came here advocating for crippled rights.
And he works with children? He's setting an example? He's a counselor for kids? Good Lord, those kids have no hope. If he's their counselor, they probably leave more screwed up than they were when they got there.
I would think. Because these walls are not soundproof. These walls are not soundproof.
I didn't hear
You
that.
can hear me? Yeah. Here he comes. Oh, God, this is going to be interesting.
Let's get some things straight.
Okay.
It's because of this chick that you talking what you talk. Because she decided to open her mouth and say about me.
I didn't.
Excuse me. When you talking about what's going on, talking about it's immature, that I'm putting things in jeopardy like that.
You're being immature because you're like flipping out about something.
No, you don't know what you're talking about.
Well,
you're going on with what she's telling you. My thing is with Eddie. Me and him been going back and forth. Me and him. The stairs, the daggers, the whole nine.
It's immature to make a big scene about nothing.
Where was the big scene?
Well, Will, it's like you use intimidation and you use your...
What are people intimidated by? What are you intimidated by?
Well,
my tongue? You got tongues? You say what you want to say? If you're intimidated, that's your fault.
You talk over people so they can't get out what they want to say. You talk louder, you
Me and him
interrupt,
have
you
had
talk
fair
over.
exchange. He said
I'm
what he
saying
needed to
it's
say.
immature.
I said
You're
what I needed to
28 years
say.
old. This is
What are you
immature.
talking
We're
about?
supposed
What's
to be
immature?
adults.
What are you talking about? This is competition.
It's
This is
immature
not
to lose the
adults.
challenge and go dead, dead,
No,
dead.
no, no,
It's
no.
immature to say the
That's-
shit
no,
you say to me.
that's
It's
what you
immature
think.
to like giggle with
That's what
Jordan
you
and run
think.
around.
It's immature to giggle with Jordan?
And
It's
say
immature to
mean
have a
things.
conversation with somebody and enjoy one another's humor?
When
That's
it's
not
at
immature.
somebody else's expense,
At
it's
whose
immature.
expense? At whose expense?
Other
That's
people
you
that you're
assuming.
making fun of.
That's what you're assuming.
Okay,
We
Will,
all
I think
don't
you're
get around.
immature.
We're entitled to that.
What do you care what I
You're
think?
you're
Is my
entitled to
opinion
that.
that important?
You're entitled to that. I'm
Good.
gonna say what I want to
think
say.
you're immature.
You're entitled to think what you want to think.
And I don't think you're setting a good example.
I'm not here to set an example.
You told me you were here to
No, no,
set
no.
an example
I'm not
on
here
more
to
than
set
one
an
occasion.
Yes. But I understand life and reality has people
Obviously
deal with
you
people
don't.
like that.
You have a problem with a lot of people in this house. You can't even get along in this
That's what
small
you-
society.
No, that's what you think. That's what you
Yeah,
think.
that's what I think.
It's not my responsibility to get along in this house. This is not real. This is not the real world. This is competition.
The girls confront Josh about his playboy ways.
Well, we actually kind of came in here for a reason.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Don't tell me you came here for a reason.
Uh-huh. Jordan and I sat up all night, kind of comparing notes.
I'm listening.
Our issue is that you've been kind of trying to bag both of us.
Bag both of you and Brittany?
Yeah.
Okay. That's your issue?
Yeah, you've been doing the same thing to both of us.
I have.
And like downplaying the other person. I think.
Downplaying the other person by doing what?
Well, just like, you know, I talked to you about Brittany and you'd always kind of pass her off. Like, I'm not attracted to her. I just think she has a cool personality. I just want to have fun. You know, whatever. I'm really sexually attracted to you and...
You acted like you were interested in me, so that, like, was weird to hear.
It was weird to hear that?
It was weird to hear that, like, you're totally not, and you have, like, the hots for Jordan.
That's
It's just
everything
weird that
Brittany
you, like,
said.
walk by Jordan's bed and, like, kiss her hand, and then crawl into bed with me and rub my leg and my thigh. It's like, what the f*** are you doing?
Maybe I should be staying in here is what I should be doing.
And seriously, I'd like to know what you're doing. Like, I'm not trying to be a bitch. I just am, like, curious. Like, what goes through your head?
And like I said, I don't want to be an ass and cause any troubles or anything else, so I'll just stay in here and mind my own business. I told myself in the beginning if I was going to cause any trouble, because I've been in these situations before, and the only person that comes out in a bad situation is me, and I don't want to be in a bad situation, and I don't want to cause it. No, seriously.
That's a sad
That's what I'm
story
telling you.
about how sorry you are.
No, but I don't
You're
want to
so
cause.
sensitive.
But it's even not my business to cause trouble between you guys, and you guys know that.
Well, there's no
We
trouble
don't have
between
trouble
us.
between us.
We have
Well, I
trouble with
don't.
you. I feel
The
like
trouble
we're-
is my relationship with you and you,
But no,
not
the
my
trouble
trouble.
is not being honest.
Wasn't I just honest right now, though?
When
Just
confronted
right
after
now.
the fact.
But I feel like you were kind of doing stuff under the table with both of us.
Totally.
You know? And like...
That was mean. You were being mean.
Back to back.
And hurtful. And you didn't just end up in the situation, you created it, Josh.
Okay.
It's like classic stud behavior. Like, I'm going to go sow my seed. And one of these women that gives me the open door first, I'm going to nail. I feel like you're just kind of trying to get laid. And it's just, and, you know, you're also making all of us out to look like idiots. Because you're like playing between all of us.
No, not at all. That's what I say. I was making myself look like an idiot because none of you could have liked me at all.
I think you're treading a line, especially with Brittany.
Okay, listen.
I mean, it's human emotions that are involved.
I'll tell you this then. Okay, I apologize to each one of you. It won't happen again. I'm sorry, and yes, you guys all have a great point. I'm wrong. And if you leave this room right now saying he probably doesn't mean it, you don't know how wrong you are, because I really do think that I'm in the wrong and I did something hurtful and I don't want to do that. That's the last thing I want to do. So I'm wrong and I apologize.
What did you want to do?
Just I felt certain ways and I acted on my feelings, basically. That's it.